Hello, BookTube. Tim here, and today I'm showing you another book called it's a thrift store book haul. My wife and I went to Salvation Army this morning, and I was looking at books. I found some that I picked up. I wasn't really planning on buying this many books, but since we're going to a library sale this coming Friday, it's one that they have twice a year at this library in a town around 10 miles from us. But there's some of these where it's not the first book in this series, and so I can look for the books that I'm missing for the series at the library sale. But I bought 7 books all together there. 2 of them are paperbacks. I'll show them first. The first one is Homer Hickam, The Keeper's Son. Homer Hickam, if you don't know, is a guy that wrote October Sky. It was pretty much based on him when he was a teenager. That October Sky was. And he wrote a sequel to that called also. Well, this one is a novel written by him. It looks like it takes place around the time of World War II. And I thought that looked interesting. Looks like might be a thriller. Next, the other paperback is by Robert Ludlum. It's Road to Omaha. Looking at the back, I noticed that Road to Gandolfo is the first one, and is the one before this. So that's one I'll have to look for. Okay, next up are the paperbacks. First one I'm showing you, it's a compilation by Martin H. Greenberg. It's masterpieces of mystery and suspense. In here, it's a compilation of stuff by various mystery authors and stuff like that. A lot of them, the stuff in here are like public domain and some others, but I figured, hey, this would be. I like looking at reading stuff like this because compilations like this because they'll give me an introduction to some authors that I might want to look for later on to read. This next book, okay, it's an autobiography. As I've said in the past, and if you can't tell behind me, I collect music, and this autobiography is by a country singer I like some, and I have some of her albums. I don't have big amount of her albums, but I have a fair amount. And that performer is Dolly Parton. My Life and Other Unfinished Business. So it's, like I said, it's an autobiography written by her. I thought that would be an interesting read. Next up, Dale Brown, Chains of Command. It's of course it's like a military thriller. This one was a library book, and I'm going to have to look it up. It's was from the Charlotte Mecklenburg Public Library, but then they sold it, so I'll just have to look online and see where that library is located at. like I said, that was Dale Brown, and here's another book by Dale Brown. This is Shadow Command. See, I've read some of his books in the past, and I have some of his books in paperback also. And last one I have here is somebody that I started reading just this past fall or so. I noticed he had a lot of books at the library, and I found out which one was his first, and I read it, and I liked it, and I've been addicted to him since. So I'm trying to get as many of his books as I can. A thriller writer, that's David Baldacci, King and Maxwell. Well, like I said, I'm going to be going to a library sale this coming Friday where I can get books real cheap today. It's pretty much almost a full downstairs of this library is just full of books for sale for this sale. And so my wife and I try going there every time they have it. Like I said, it's twice a year, usually around the end of May, beginning of April, and then again in September. Well, that's all I have for this time, so until next time, read on.